had to have hernia repair surgery. And I never dreamed I would become a roadside attraction in Jamaica during this process. I couldn't imagine that I'd wake up during the surgery. And I never expected to have my testicles removed. But wait. Let me start at the beginning to make sure you understand. I'm Dr. Vicentin, I'm a doctor of chiropractic. No one wants to hear the words, "you need surgery," least of all me. I have principles to go the most natural way first. But my groin was killing me, I could hardly walk. I visited my doctor of chiropractic. Do you know what the adjustment is for inguinal hernia, Steve? There's an adjustment for that? Really? Do you know what the treatment is? The protocol for inguinal hernia? Do you know what we do? Duct tape. That's not funny, Doc. And I'm concerned about the surgery. And most of all, my principles. It's all about going the most natural way first. That's what I'm all about. Just treat yourself the way you would a patient. What would you tell a patient to do? I went to a urologist. And I dropped my drawers, and he's examining me, and he said, "We're going to have to remove your testicles. Dr. Vicentin, we're going to have to remove your testicles." What? What kind of quack doctor are you? What? I just wanted to see the look on your face. No, we're not going to have to do that at all. We'll just put a piece of mesh in there. We'll patch you up. We'll get you in right before the holidays, and you'll still be able to go to Jamaica. You wanted to go to Jamaica, right? Next thing I know, they're shaving me downstairs. They're preparing me for the surgery, knocked me out. And during the surgery, I sit bolt upright. I could see their heads. They're suited up. There's a bright light there. I could feel a little pulling, a little tugging downstairs. And I said, "How'd it go, guys?" I thought they were done. And someone looked around and said, "Knock that guy out. Give him more gas. He's still awake." Next thing I know, I wake up in the recovery room. And right next to me, on a gurney right next to me, they wheel in a lady who just had her knee replaced, and she's screaming, "It still hurts! It still hurts!" She's delirious. She's hysterical. The intern says, "Give her some morphine, stat." And she quiets down. I told him, "This is entirely too negative. I can recover better at home. I'm a doctor too." "Well, if you can walk across the floor and relieve yourself, you can go home." "You're on." Climbed off the gurney. And my head was just spinning, and I was sick and nauseated, and my ears were ringing. And I took a deep breath, and I thought, there's no way I'm going to stay here. No way, I'm getting out of here now. And I fell to the floor. And I could hear him laughing. They put me back on the gurney. I finally had my final examination. They checked me out. Well, apparently with inguinal hernia, they say, "It was the biggest mesh we ever had to plug up an inguinal hernia with. It was unbelievable. Had we waited one more second, your organs would have been strangulated." Hey guys, you cannot bullshit a bullshitter. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. I'm out of here. I wheeled myself out of there, in a wheelchair, and if you go to DIA in a wheelchair, you go to the front of the line. I was on my way to Jamaica. And sitting in the back of a cab with my friends, 2 friends, husband and wife, doctors of chiropractic. And they wanted to see the procedure. I told them all about it. They wanted to see what was done. So we pull off on the side of the road. I dropped my swim trunks this time, and the docs are checking me out, roadside. And the cabbie, this big Rasta dude with dreadlocks and a dashiki, he runs around and he wants to take a gander too. And he says, "You looking clean down there, man." I was grateful that they shaved me. I was looking my best. I'd become a roadside attraction. Then he said, "You like a baby boy." I suppose by Jamaican standards, perhaps. But I was grateful that it was over. And I woke up during the surgery, but it really wasn't consequential. I couldn't feel anything. They had me so doped up. They do a good job. And I felt redeemed in a way. I was getting better. I was healing up. And before I left the hospital, I made sure that everything was intact downstairs. I didn't want to give my next speech like this. My principles are everything. To go the most natural way first. But when that's exhausted, drugs and surgery are obvious options. And it's okay to be flexible in your behavior. And after the surgery, I felt a great deal of relief. They did a wonderful job. And a little bit like the statesman, Everett Dirksen, who said, "My principles are fixed and unbending. The first of which is to be flexible in all things." Be a little bit more flexible with yourself if you're not getting somewhere. Be a little bit more flexible, perhaps, with yourself and your behavior so that you can go and grow and heal up. And that would be everything. Share if you care, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with something powerful and positive for you and yours.